my dear Aquarius. This is a love reading, a prediction for Aries season, March 19 to April 19, 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I would like to ask you to help my channel to grow and stay vigorous and healthy on YouTube by liking and subscribing. Also be sure to put on the bell notification so you don't miss out of any of my videos when I'm posting them. Some of you do no longer get the notification for my videos, even if you have chosen to have the notification bell on. And I'm so sorry for that. And I have put up a troubleshoot on my community section, how you can solve this. And thank you for your help. This will be a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So, when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love reading for Pisces season that is up. We are 9 days into Pisces seasons when I'm posting this video. There's also pick a card readings and near personal readings that can help you further. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto the Angelis. So when I open your deck here, I see a Page of Cups in the reverse with the Two of Swords in the reversed. So it seems like someone wants to communicate or connect with someone else, but haven't made a decision or don't feel they want to do it, or they want to have the connection, but they don't want to make the connection. So maybe there's someone waiting for you to reach out, or you are waiting for someone to reach out. But it's a little bit a nervous energy, and it's also tiny, a bit spiteful, like I won't be the one reaching out. No, okay. So it's up to them if they want me. Another case. Yeah, okay. So I call the divine with Love and Light, and here we have another Swords card, and it's a Three of Swords, still in the reverse though, so having less effect, showing that a person wants to they don't want to be vulnerable, okay? They don't want to come out with their love and show vulnerability. Sometimes it can be great misunderstandings due to this, because the person can say, well, what kind of relationship do you really want? And the person says, well, we can start a date and see where it goes. And the other person takes this as the first person not being serious, while the first person didn't want to impose themselves on the other person or force themselves upon the other person. So it's similar situation going on here, but maybe there's some longer story behind this. I can't see, but the Page of Cups is usually like a new thing, but I'm feeling with the Two of Swords, which is sometimes silent treatment, that this might have been something that has been suffocated for a long time. But it might also be a person that have not been able to be vulnerable their whole life. So you need to decide what's going on for you exactly there. But what I'm seeing is someone being unable to be vulnerable and show and tell what they really want due to they want to avoid heartbreak, or with the Two of Swords, they might also be a tiny bit diplomatic and not want to impose themselves on the other person. So it can be two sides of the same coin, or two different people, one having the diplomatic end and keeping silent or hiding their true intention, and the other person doesn't want to be vulnerable and say, well, I want more than that, for example. So I call the 4 archangels because I've forgotten where I were, and we have the 4 of Wands with the 3 of Swords. So it seems like people in this equation wants commitment and love and longing for this true bond, but might have be a tiny bit scared to open up and show vulnerability. And with the Page of Cups that we saw, it might also be a question of not wanting to put in time in something where the other person doesn't have the best intentions. But it doesn't have to be that the other person doesn't have the best intentions. For example, it can be you telling a person, well, we can date and see how it goes. And you know you have the best intentions, but the other person is seeing, well, this person, this girl or this boy doesn't seem to have a long-term relationship in sight, so I'm going to see to that I'm not getting hurt. So I'm thinking this is a big misunderstanding of people, because people are not being fully authentic. So yes, our authenticity is needed in this situation. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So we saw some cards falling out, and it seems like maybe you or another person is deliberately destroying the situation because they don't believe in it. So that's kind of what I saw. So I'm going to tune in for a few seconds to you and your situation in Aries season, Aquarius. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have this page of coins in reverse. So someone doesn't want to be vulnerable in a situation or give them their all, or show that they want to put in effort, because I feel almost like this shyness that I don't want to be hurt or taken advantage of because I'm such a nice person. Okay. So, and this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's about kind of losing the grip on something, not just letting it go, not thinking that it's valuable anymore. So, okay. So this is your feelings, the thoughts that you have about the person most on your mind. And this is the situation, and this is the thoughts they have about you, your feelings towards them, the common bond between you, or the bond that binds you two together. And this is their feelings towards you, your behaviors and attitudes towards them. And this is the outcome for the situation. And this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So we start with a situation, which is the Lovers in the reversed. So the Lovers in the reversed here, it's feeling like a situation where we don't believe in the relationship anymore. We don't want to put in enough effort for this to become a more deep, intimate relationship with another person. It's almost like we just want to dip our toes in the water, see that it's too cold, and then walking away, never taking the swim. So I'm feeling a tiredness. People are tired of putting in effort into crappy relationship in general. And they are getting very suspicious about the other person's intentions, immediately reading off the other person and deciding that this is crap. So it's very easy for misunderstandings and for reading in things into people's actions, behaviors, words that might not be really fully their intentions. Okay. And this is kind of no relationship, or a chance of a relationship being forgone or giving up a relationship. So this is what's on your conscious mind about them. And we have the Tower here. So it feels like you think that they are self-destructive, that they are doing everything to destroy the relationship. It's impossible to build anything with them. So I'm almost feeling like you are helping them destroy this. You are also giving up at this point, and maybe you are, kicking them out of the tower that you feel like they have already kind of destroyed, okay? And this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And yeah, it's like they're feeling, aha, I told you so. And they're saying this to themselves. I knew this person wasn't to be trusted. I knew this person wasn't sincere. They didn't have good intention. I knew it from the start. So they're kind of congratulating themselves for having they have been able to see you right through and determine that you didn't have good intentions. So this, what you have interpreted as self-destructive behavior, is probably them. They have tested you to see if you are this crappy person that they believe you to be. They might see on the surface that you are not, but they have this fear that people don't have good intention. People are going to let me down. So they might get really upset for a small mistake that you made, or they might try you with different things. For example, betray you in ways that might not be super serious, but anyway, it's a pinch or a self-destructive. It's a pinch towards you, and it's destructive towards the relationship. And why people are doing this is because they have fears. So a person might be fearing that they will be betrayed. So when they are meeting someone that they feel this special feeling towards, they feel, okay, so now I'm having this chance of a very special relationship, but I'm sure this other person is going to betray me. And then they are starting to look for signs for this other person going to betray them. And eventually the other person, like you here, will get tired of their self-destructive behavior and say, yeah, okay, so I get your point. You don't want a relationship with me. It's fine. You don't have to. And you close the door on them, and you kind of help them destroy the last thing of this relationship. And they are able to say, well, I knew this. I knew this person was going to betray me like this. They always do. All these people, they are exactly like this. They can't be trusted. So this is the common bond between you, or the bond that binds you two together. And it's a 2 of Wands. So 2 Wands, I'm feeling in this situation is a stalemate. It's a situation where we don't fully engage in anything really, because we don't know where to put our energy. So it feels like it's your energy basic, mostly because it's coming in this direction. What I'm feeling here is that you are looking to the horizon to see if any better option will come in. But you are kind of also waiting for this other person to make a move, because you can't, it's almost like you can't believe your eyes that they are doing this or behaving like this. It seems irrational and not logic, and also it feels like it could be so easy for them to not destroy this situation. But yeah, you are kind of logically discovered or you understand that this is not something that you can invest yourself in. So this is your feelings, and it's the 5 of Wands in the reverse. So it's kind of a relief that the drama is over, or it's a feeling that you don't want to engage in drama anymore. You're so sick and tired of it. It's not anger, it's not bitterness, it's just I want to avoid this kind of drama. It doesn't make me happy. It's not fun. It's not leading anywhere. So it's like fruitless drama, conflicts. Almost like a person have tried to persuade you that this relationship is bad. And now you're saying, yeah, okay, so I won't argue with you about this. It's bad. It's not for the future. Nothing we should invest in. Yeah, okay, so we give it up. So that's your feeling. It's a certain strength in this, because from the tiredness, you can finally make a decision that is a little bit more logic in this situation. So this is their feelings towards you, and it's the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So it's roughly the same what I felt with the Moon card in the reverse, that they pet themselves on the shoulder, saying, yeah, you have such a good judge of character. you knew from the start that this person was going to behave like this, and see, now it happened. They have given up on you. So it's like a person have a judgmental attitude that is making them see, it's a suspicious mind, basically. And here they feel, yeah, now I was able to see right through this person and they were crap. So they feel entitled to cut this relationship out and to maybe stop communicating in overall, and try to forget about this situation. And this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them. And it's a King of Coins in the reverse. So I'm feeling it has connection with this Two of Wands. You're sitting in your castle, taking really good care of yourself, not investing in this situation anymore, not opening the castle gate towards them. But in the same time, you have like a little eye over the wall here and hoping for them to not be this foolish and actually fix the situation instead of just continuously destroying it. And it's like you feel that they're putting the last nail in the coffin for this relationship, and you don't want this to really happen, but you accept it's happening and you're taking real good care of yourself in this situation, and you're not giving anything to them. But it's just going to make them interpret that, yeah, they were right, you don't care. But in this situation with a person that, with the moon, it's a little bit about delusion. So if a person is living in their own fear and can't see the reality, or are so quick to misinterpret the smallest word you say, or even when things, I'm feeling like this, that this relationship might have been unbalanced to their favor. So you might have done more to show love than what they have done, and still they don't trust you. So when you start to pull away because you feel that there's an imbalance, they take this as an immediate confirmation that they were right. So it's not, I don't feel it's totally fair, even though they think it's very fair. But from my point of view here, it doesn't look fair. But it's good that you have this King of Pentacles here. It shows stability, that you can accept that this is happening, and in the same way not make it about you and your value. It's like you're protecting yourself a little bit from the craziness here. So this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you, and it's the High Priest, which is surprising. It's very similar to this. Both are authorities in their society. Feels like you're on the same page. Both wants this relationship, both wants commitment, but this person kind of wants you to bow to them, and that they were right, and you know that you should come and say you're sorry, and you know, repent your ways and continue giving them love and appreciation in this unbalanced way that you gave before. So it's almost sad how similar you are. Here's only major arcana card talking about like this destruction of this relationship. Here is your feeling areas where both are feeling like, no, it's no use and this is a bad investment. But here I can see both people are still committed to this situation. So it basically seems just like a big misunderstanding. And or maybe people are not being truthful with their true feelings. They are protecting themselves so much to avoid the Three of Swords that we saw in the beginning, so that they are actually destroying their own chances. So, and this is the outcome. And it seems like the divine still have hope to mend this or fix this. This is the first card for love in the major arcana. This is the second, alchemic wedding. The last card is the Sun card with a holy matrimony. But it's also the journey of spiritual growth. Here it's about self-love, and here it's about accepting one's shadow side. And the Sun card, it's about your soul stepping in, you becoming enlightened, and becoming very Zen-like and very happy and peaceful. And that's when nothing on the outside needs to make you happy. You're actually happy just from the radiant soul you have within. But in this world of contrast, this is of course also about you and your partner. And here it seems like you are each other's worst nightmare, because this is how your demons dance so well together, your shadows. But you're also each other's chance to grow, because if you can get over yourself and your fears of showing vulnerability, or if they have been the only one failing to show vulnerability, this could, of course, come back together, because and it could be a good outcome for this situation, where you both learn new things and become more cool and less scared and judgmental. It's good to have be aware and keep your eye out for red flags, but it's not about I saw this is a bad person. It's rather about communication. When you see a red flag, you communicate with your partner that this is what I saw, it's really bothersome to me. And sometimes if the other person doesn't listen, we might need to go so far to say, well, I can't continue a relationship on this premises, but if you ever change your mind and I'm still available, you can reach out. Because certain things, for example, someone kissing someone else or something, we can't maybe tolerate that. And the person is doing it to prove that they can get other people, and they are not vulnerable to you, but maybe they still want you and they want this future with you. But they are showing it, they are scared, they have this fear that is making them behave in a crazy way that they will regret later. So I'm going to take energy oracle cards to understand a little bit more. I want an advice for you, basically, an advice for you. Yeah, it's kind of the alchemist card here, yin and yang. So it's about that this other person is holding your other side in some way. So if they have been very protective of themselves, it's good that you have learned to protect yourself, and now it seems like you're equal. You're kind of both this power, holding on to your power, and that's not going to work, of course, in a relationship. We both need to be vulnerable, but I guess it's this person's turn to realize that they rather need to be vulnerable than to win over you or protect themselves from you. And here we have, I will read this yin and yang because it has also a deeper meaning. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cycle energy moving into or out of your experience. It's almost a little bit like karma. It's in its upright position. It heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. So kind of like the moon. Subconsciously. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. So it's like this, but he is not antisocial, but he's protective of himself and in a healthy manner, seeing to that you see to that you get the best circumstances for you to heal and digest and to learn what needs to be learned. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Being more than acting is the intention here. I'm open to understanding the cycle I'm in. I'm willing to utilize its energy beneficially. All that I need is already part of me. So you're supposed to play it cool in this situation. Take care of yourself. Start to understand yourself. Start to digest what you have been through. Understand the dynamics that have force this situation to be, and so that you have more knowledge when you come into a yang cycle of more like outward activity again. So this is what's going to happen to them then. And we have Healer of the Ages. So it feels like we have these, I think they will go on a very spiritual path here. And they might meet people that will help them to understand themselves in a way that will also be beneficial maybe to your relationship in the long run. So this powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to this person with love and powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with them now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional illness, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize their life force. They may have felt this strong presence recently, or they may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. They can call upon this emissary of miracles, transformation, whenever they need vitality, balance, and renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. I will also read the affirmation here. The powerful healing of eternal love is with me now and always. Divine consciousness fills every cell. I'm whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. So maybe if they can feel that they are always loved and always blessed, it doesn't matter so much what happens on the outside, and therefore they don't have to be as suspicious as they might have been in the past. So they can be more relaxed and more mature in a relationship, and giving this relationship in the future a better chance. So we'll see the outcome for your relationship particularly, because it seems to be in a little bit off cycle. Well, a little bit too many cards, I feel, so I just want one. Yeah, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So this is what we need to learn. And you see this the castle again, which you are inside of. And I think you are learning this too, but I think you have been on a little bit higher level, being able to be a little bit more vulnerable. But this other person needs to be able to come to this same level while you are learning this, with not taking so much control and trying to fix all the misunderstandings, but because you want the dream or you want the outcome, but rather sometimes some things can't just be fixed by you, and the person needs to fix it themselves. I'll also show these other cards to you. You deserve love. Stay optimistic about your love life and chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. So kind of saying just the same, that things are actually going forward, even if it seems like they're going backwards. It seems like you have certain chemistry here that might pull you back in, but overall, even if you never see this person again, you should stay optimistic about your love life, and you deserve love, that you have learned something really important from this situation that is going to be very helpful for your future love relationships. Okay. So, my dear Aquarius, I hope this helped. And if you need more information or insights after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Pisces season that is up. We are kind of almost in the middle of the Pisces season now. And also the pick a card readings and near personal readings on the first channel page. I will also welcome you back to my coming near personal and pick a card readings that I will sprinkle throughout the month. And I will also come back with the love readings for Taurus season in the end of March. So until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.